Good morning, y'all. Morning, Ron and Miguel. How are y'all doing on this lovely Thursday? What up, Patel? How we doing today? We doing great today? Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Would be better if I hadn't already been up for 13 hours. Yikes, Ron. Yikes. So let's see. It is you're 5 or 6 hours ahead of me. Maybe 7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So why did you wake up so early? So you you woke up at 11 p.m. and you've just been awake since 11 p.m. Were you sick? Always been. All right. So yesterday, off stream, I refactored a bunch more of our dependency checking, and I've got it in a relatively good spot. If we go look at our test harness repo, come in here and we run create melange app. We now have like this dependency system that has these passes instead. Anonymously 001, is React.js easy to use? That's a loaded question. I guess relative to what? I think that especially before some changes in React over the past couple of years, it was really easy to use and created a really nice mental model for building web apps. I think it's gotten more complicated over the past 3 to 5 years, but I still think that it's a decent way to build user interfaces. All right, so if we step through all this, this should work. And we should have npm installed and a git repo. Hell yes, chat. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so what do we need to do now? Do you also work on mobile using the existing code built in React? No, I don't do really any mobile. I don't do any native mobile development. Lol. All right. So I need a way to communicate back up to this component's parent component that our dependency check completed successfully, which we are actually doing. right here, this onEnv check. We could use a second effect. We could use a second effect. It's hacky, but we could do it. Let's actually try that. So let's say React.useEffect1. This is going to take a function. And this is going to have results, dependency results. Nothing that just does this take a tuple? Or it takes an array still. Okay. Yep. That's what we want there. And then we say none. What's this upset about? What we do wrong here? This actually looks right. We're gonna switch on I've never used Framer now. I don't find layout too hard to do with things like Flexbox. What am I doing here? Why is this so upset? All right, so the definition of this is a function that returns an option, and then we take an array. Okay. So we should be able to say boom, 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 boom. And then in here we say dependency results. Yeah, there we go. And then we do that, we jump, throw our semicolon in. Okay, there's that. So now let's take this, surround with that, jump that down, jump that down. I started with React, got deep into Next.js, and then tried out Svelte, never looked back. Yeah, I know a bunch of you have heard me rant about React before on stream, but I don't think I would start a greenfield app with React at the moment. I think I would probably reach for Solid JS or HTMX depending on my use cases and requirements. And that might change when React Forget, which is the compiler that's getting released for React to take care of memoization automatically. That might change when that comes out, but I also want to see, like, I really don't think React Server Components are it. So if this is sum, let's just say this is going to be this, and we'll just say React dot, just say false. And then we'll say none, true, sure. Okay. Are you familiar with NextAuth? I've actually contributed to NextAuth a couple years ago. I fixed a bug where the communication between browsers was between tabs was all messed up. They were sending null when they were supposed to be sending a data value, and it was crashing an app in prod for me. So I think I want to abstract this function because I think this is useful. So let's say dependency check result is successful. It's wordy, but YOLO. Big money. There we go. This isn't quite right because a dependency can be failed. And we can say when we need to unbox our module. So let's say this isn't quite right either, I think. Yeah, we need to do this right there, grab that. We go ahead and throw that there. We need to wrap this in parens. And let's bump that down, and then this will go back up, and this will get bumped over. God, the reason syntax is so bad. Or not syntax, I should say. The editor support for reason is not stellar. All right, what are we doing wrong here? This is definitely exhaustive. Oh, I didn't finish this, right. All right, there we go. When dependency dot required equals true. There we go. Pattern matching so dope. So how am I using this as successful? I wrote this last night pretty late. Yeah, we should reuse that function we just wrote. So let's yoink that, and then we'll say, yeah, cool, that works for me. We have our sort function here. When okay. Yeah. So now we want to take this code right here and we want to move that. That'll be that. And then we come down here and we put this here. I guess we can say myself in alcohol. I guess we could do that. That doesn't seem so bad. And we get rid of that. And then we say, we switch on M check. Whoops. Yeah. If we have that, we say, something like this, I think. Yeah, I think this is what we want. This is how we're going to trick React into doing. You could bump the music 1 or 2 bumps. Okay, 1 second. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Rond, have you ever listened to Ren? Let me pull up a song. I've been real hooked on this artist. I'm trying to think about the best song to play for stream. This guy, he's so good. We'll play High Ren. This song is about basically depression and mental health. It's super good. The music video is amazing too. Citizen Soldier. I feel like I've listened to Citizen Soldier. So let's actually do we'll do OK dependency results. Well, when I'm going to be streaming until 10 a.m. Eastern time. But this is going to be my last regularly scheduled stream for 2 weeks till the 26th, because I'm going to be in Pennsylvania and upstate New York for the holidays. I'm going to try to stream from my MacBook a couple times, but I'm not going to be able to do so with like any sort of regular cadence. So I'm going to miss y'all. I haven't had a weekend where I could cook for myself yet. Maybe we don't do this. The time is 7:18 a.m. right now, Patel. I don't think we need this block. See you, Patel. Have a good night, man. If I don't get to talk to you for a hot minute, happy holidays. And I'll catch up with you hopefully soon on one of my streams, but if not, towards the end of the month once I pick back up regularly again. Maybe we don't put the is successful check in here. And we put that maybe we take this and we move this down. Yeah, I think we should do that. And then we just worry about rendering those in there. Time to be distant. So I think chat, we could come in here and paste that, and then we take this and we uncomment this. And then down here, we can get rid of this. This will just always render. Welcome is hope. Some people know. Oh, that's in our effect. Sure. So what do we want to render here if we fail? I guess we could put that ternary in this block rather than... We could do something like that. Whoops. We come there, we come here, we paste that there. Get rid of this. We come down here, we paste that there. Do that. We do this. Yeah, there we go. So if we're successful, we say that. what should our error message be? Don't love that. There were I don't know. What do we want this to say? Sure. That seems reasonable. So now when we communicate up, so what is it? This is going to take a dependency check result. Okay, that looks good. So in here we want to, I guess it would be in a init, right? It's gonna be in scaffold. Here we go. Yeah. So on env check. Yeah, this is actually not. We also want dependency results. What do we use here? Bit by bit. Okay. We want to communicate up to the parent whether we passed or failed. We'll say pass. Otherwise, we'll say fail. Something like this. Excuse me, chat. All right, let's go back to John Bellion. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Okay, so we are going to want to do two things here. First, we want to update the init component, which is this one on the right. This is like the top level app component, essentially, that kind of orchestrates everything else. If we get back a fail, we want to essentially end, we want to end our app. Otherwise, we want to update our configuration type to have our dependency check results, which means we're going to have to update this type. And eventually, we're going to want to trickle down. We're going to want to trickle down to like our wizard component, the result of our Git dependency, and if it's not installed, we shouldn't offer to initialize Git. Did you catch a whiff of the terminal emulator drama that started to unfold? I did not, but if I had to guess, it probably involves the author of Kitty. I've seen some spicy comments from him in the past. Many of which I actually agree with, but I think he, Alacrity, Ghosty, and Kitty, give me the breakdown. What up, Scottish? So we're gonna say we get results, and then we're gonna match on this. This is actually wrong. It's going to be pass, and this will be, let's just say this is result. We can call that result, that's fine. And we'll call this results. So we can do that. That's not like the worst. You can say fail. Unbound value result. But we say results right there. Oh, this is because this is OCaml. Silly me. Oh, this is actually still wrong. Can I just ignore this? There we go. They can't agree on how to handle modifier keys. Oh boy. It's wild how complex terminal emulators are. If I've learned anything from following Mitchell, one thing I really, really admire about Mitchell is his tone and the way he communicates. He is very, very good at like catalytic or soft skills, and I think that's a huge reason why Ghosty's having so much success. And like, if you were in the Ghosty Discord in the beta channel, like the way he interacts with his users and the team working on it, it's just like top notch. Oh my lord. That's so spicy. If you can't be bothered to track the state of the spec you are implementing, feel free to just remove it from Alacrity. It's patently absurd to expect me to do all the work of creating the spec, and then on top of that, all the work for notifying your lazy ass. I will happily remove the reference to Alacrity supporting it. So is this guy the Alacrity guy? Is Kirill a person who works on Alacrity? This is a fascinating thread. I want to scroll down to try to find. Here we go. Actually, COVID Goyle is handling this way better than I would have guessed. Yeah. I've seen COVID get pretty hostile before in threads, and like I said earlier, rightfully so in some instances. I think he's handling this really well, actually. I'll come back to this because I definitely want to read this. This is a really, really good thread. This is a really, really good thread. I'm gonna actually try something real quick. Where is my... thread. I'm gonna DM this thread to Primogen and be like, you should react to this on stream. What was that other issue you linked me around? Where did that go? In my chat, you linked me to an Alacrity issue. I just want to link without the comment. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's see if Prime, one, sees my message, and two, chooses to react. I think that'd be really, I think Prime would really, really dig this thread. Okay, so we got here. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, well, one, I think this is why Ghosty's gonna end up being like the de facto best terminal in a year or two, because like Mitchell Hashimoto is just like going way above and beyond to like find the right solutions to these problems and do it right in Ghosty from the get-go. And I just really respect the way he builds software. Okay, sorry chat, I got really pulled into that thread. I have a bit of a vested interest. Okay, let's see here. So we're communicating, let's rotate our window here. We're communicating a pass-fail status up. We should really just set our mcheck. Mcheck result. Dumb. Okay, in the case that we fail, right? Let's set our configuration. Well, actually, let's go update our configuration. That would be a good thing to do now. We're gonna wanna update this type to have dependency check results, which probably means we should move that type. So let's go to dependency in here, and we should have a type that we export. And we can say, I don't know, let's just say up top, type, I don't want to overname result, check result, I guess, will be, how do we describe this in our engine file? I think we have the type. Where's the type? Right here. We have a dependency check result. So let's copy this. This is a pretty good type for carrying this information, which we're gonna have to move that below there. There we go. And we're gonna say that. Yeah. Dependency dot check result. Okay, I like that. And then we can jump over here, we can delete this, and we'll say this is going to be, this will be dependency dot check result. Check result. I guess we just annotate that too. Dependency dot check result. Ah, it's because we're shadowing it. Right. So let's call this dep actually. Make in Word. Do that. And we'll do you in Word that. Same here. That. That. And here, do the same thing. All right, I think we got all of the things here, and we can annotate this now. Why is this losing our type information? Do we just say dependency dot? Yeah, I guess we do have to do that. That's fine. We'll just do a local open on this. Okay. And then we can come into our MLI and we'll delete that. That's good. And this becomes dependency dot check result. Yep. Okay, there's that. We're gonna have a bunch of other errors. So let's go fix these now. This will be dependency dot check result. So we want to say a buffer wide replace on engine dot dependency and then we say there we go. And people complain about multiple cursors in VS Code. Get out of here. All right, cool. So we now have a way to communicate back up to the top our actual dependency results. So we want to go back and update our configuration type to include dependency results. So let's say on here we have dependency check results, I guess. And this will be a dependency dot check result list. And we can make that, sure, dependency check results. And then we'll say partial can be that and that, which that will probably cause errors now, but that's optional. We might not need those, so let's comment that out for now. And init.component right. Really, this should be result when result equals pass. Otherwise, we return null. So our wizard communicates our entire configuration backup out. We can do this the hacky way. Yeah, we can do this the hacky way. We're actually not going to put the dependency check results on the configuration. We're just going to pass a prop to the wizard, indicating if Git is installed or not. And it's going to be fine. Okay. My heart, liar. What is our actual condition here for our is active? It's going to be like we're going to say, well, we should just set some state. Let's make some state and I don't even know what to call it. I guess let's just call it is active. And here we'll actually make this we'll do a second set state here, and we can do that. And then down here, this will actually be sum. And this will be sum. And then down here, we delete to there. Can I do in reason? Huh. I thought I would just be able to do like, do I change around that and say is active? Whatever. All right, so this should take care of everything. Knock on wood. I'm hoping this works. So let's change up. Let's rm-rf foobar. Well, let's make sure everything's building first of all. Everything is building. Excellent. So let's do create melange app, foobar. That looked pretty good, chat. Oh, that's not right. Please fix the above issues. There are no issues. And why did that emoji get cut off? That's kind of weird. Let's go fix that. So this came out false. So this function is saying so what are we saying here? We're filtering the list. We're keeping an item if it failed and the dependency is required. That seems right. And if the length of this list is greater than 0, we should be rendering this message. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Really, this doesn't even need to be a switch. This can just be like option dot, was it fold? Or is it value? No, it's fold. So fold takes a none. None will be false. And then our map function will be sum. Is this it here? Is that all we need to do? What is this now? It's a bool. Okay. That's much cleaner. What are we missing here, chat? What we do wrong? We're missing a semicolon. Classic. All right, that should have fixed our problem. Let's say create melange foobar. Let's cause a failure on OPAM intentionally. So let's go to OPAM. And we can cause a failure by copying that. And we'll say error and F in the chat. You can ignore that. Sure. Okay, that should cause an error. Okay, chat. I assume most of you probably aren't super familiar with OCaml. How does this error message sound? Is this helpful? Especially being able to click through to a link. So this text is only ever going to be shown if it fails. And like I want to make it as helpful as possible to get someone started. Like we want to approach it from the perspective of empathizing with somebody coming from TypeScript and JavaScript. I think so. We just have 3 blocks on how to install it for each OS, right? And then after installing, this part's important and often lost in documentation online, running OCaml init. I mean, OCaml already has an install page. I think this part would prompt issues like, how do I install OCaml? So that's why I point them here. Like, this should be enough information to get somebody unblocked pretty quick. Like, that's a great idea, Rond. That's a great idea. Like that idea. I'm going to cut a ticket for that. I love that idea, actually, because we're going to do something similar with detecting their package manager. Create melange app. Let me go make an issue for that. New issue. Detect OS for dependency help messages. If anyone wants to go take a shot at implementing that, I would gladly welcome a PR. All right. So let's fix that error message quick. Or not error message, that emoji getting cut off. All right, let's see if that fixes it, having that extra space there. Oops, we need to make a dependency fail. So let's go back to OCaml and let's make this fail. That's weird that that's getting cut off. Well, we're not using a native OCaml. We're using Node.js. Which there might be Node.js detect OS. os.platform. We should have bindings to that already. So we could use that. I don't know why this emoji is getting cut off, though. It's kind of driving me crazy. Whatever. That's fine. We can fix that later because we're gonna do like a. I have an issue for like going through and fixing styling and stuff. So let's close this issue and commit. So let's Oh, we have one more thing to do. Right. We gotta go to our init component. And in our wizard, we want to pass one new prop. This is going to get, it's gonna be really annoying, but it's okay. It's a little hacky, but we're gonna get a prop called what we call it. It's like get is installed, prompt get, should prompt get. Yeah, let's call it that. Should prompt get. And that's going to be, wow, prompt. Topri keycaps. I forget what keycaps I used. I think I just ordered random keycaps off Etsy. I actually don't know what Topri means. My keyboard specs minus my keycaps. Topri's an old school switch. Yeah. So now we should have like this show get step is this, and can we do this? Is that fine? Yeah. Okay, so this would be should prompt get, and then option dot is sum, or should prompt get. Or no, what is this? The right. It would be the other condition is option dot is sum, and it would be bundler and not should prompt get. Yeah. Shouldn't that work? I don't know why that's an issue. Okay. So if we've initialized get, or if we got a value for our get step, we should show the npm step. Or if we got a value for our bundler and we should not prompt get. Yeah, okay. That, oh, we need to also, where do we set the active step? Right here. We'll say, yeah, there we go. What is this upset about here? Is this just formatting? This should be like fine. I hate how flaky support for reason is. All right, we're just going to come in here, make a block, and we're going to say if should prompt get. What is this upset about? Okay, sure. Let next step. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Hold on, Ron. Let me, if you're pulling this, give me a second. I can help you. You're gonna want to look at like, hold on. Let me run this quick to make sure we're good, and I will show you what code you should look at. I'm in dependency.ml. Okay. You're gonna want to look at, if you go to the melange docs, there are bindings to Node.js. Why is my internet working? Are we still connected, chat? Test. That looks good. Is melange down? Or is it my internet? I kind of suspect this is my internet. No, melange docs are down. What up, Alcaeus? They're fine for you? Okay, what you're gonna want to do is get to, here we go. That was so weird. If you go to API, click the JS library, and then you're gonna go to node, or actually you're gonna go up a directory. Here, I'll just link this in a second. You wanna go here, and then process. And of course they don't have, type T. So this is an object. So I think you should be able to do, I mean, you could write your own bindings, but you can do like node dot process hashtag arch, and that should give you this string right here. And I can confirm that in just a second. This thing is missing a prop, and it should be, should prompt get is going to equal, let's see here. This is going to be really annoying. This is so hacky, but I don't even care. Let's just power through this. Actually, for now, I want to show, Ron, I'm going to get you an answer here just by saying this is true for a second. What is this upset about? So we can say underscore. All right, so in dependency.ml, you should be able to do something like let underscore equals node dot process. And this is a type. So I think you should be able to do like arch, maybe? No. How do we get there? How do we get a type T, I wonder? Dot process. Ah, there we go. Dot process, and then you can do like arch, maybe? Lies, it is an object. Isn't it? It's a JavaScript object. You could write a separate binding where you're like, yeah, I'll work through it. Or if you want to keep fucking around with it, that's cool too. But I regardless appreciate the idea. That's going to be really, really nice to have. Regardless if I do it or you do it or whoever does it. So in here, let's say dependency core dot dependency. I don't think it's of. I don't think of is the keyword. I think it's core dot dependency dot check result. Yeah, this would actually then be list. We'll do the same thing. And we can say results. Fact. No. Let's not do that. Let's just do this the easy hacky way. Let should prompt get and we'll change this to none as our first. And then down here in pass, we'll have our results. And in here, we're gonna wanna might be selling your iMac, noise. We'll do this, and then we'll say, let should prompt get will be list dot, exists, sure. So we'll have a function that has an underscore, and this will just return true results for now. Okay. And now let's write our actual function body, and this will be, the underscore will be a result. Change in word result. And let's annotate that type as a dependency core dot dependency dot check result. See you, Ron. Module dep equals val result dot dependency. And then we'll say if dep.name equals get. Why can't I capitalize that? Get. So if we get our dependency checks, and when we hit get, if it passes, we should prompt. That was backwards. Okay, so that's our should prompt get. And then we'll say set should prompt get with some should get prompt get. right, what is unhappy here? What the hell? Oh, I see. That goes there. And then we come down one more line. And then we say, yeah. Okay. In fact, we don't even need to make this a option. We can just say false out the rip. And then we can say this is delete there. You can do that. And then down here in our wizard, you can just do that. All right, so let's check if that works. Create melunjat foo bar. Right, we have hard-coded OPAM to fail. So let's go fix OPAM and make sure everything's working. We can yank that, delete it. Okay, now this should work. Everything's good, good, good. Okay, that looks good there. Morning.
Morning. I'm gonna start.
Hmm?
I'm gonna refresh your laundry and I'm gonna start packing.
Okay.
The dog thing is set up and it's pretty nice.
Sweet.
They're gonna have so much extra room.
The hard thing?
Yeah, where there's the extra.
Nice. Can you put this back on the charger for me?
Yeah.
Thanks. Love you.
Sorry.
Okay, chat. Let's make git fail. Gotta go to git, and we'll come in here and we'll paste that in. So that's gonna fail now. So we should get a warning, but we should be able to continue walking through the wizard, and it should skip this stage right here. So let's check that. Boom. Ah, we passed on git. Did we save? Let's try this again. Might have a little bug. Okay, we do have a bug. Oh, we put this in the wrong module. Duh. Skill issues. It will be down in here. This is where we want it. Let's try that again. So we should say vite npm install. Ah, we have a bug there. Let's change that help message. I don't think we need to. So why did that break? So that's going to be in our wizard component. We have on submit npm set active set to complete. Initialize git. How do we express this? We can copy this. In fact, we can copy this, and we can do that. And here we can say change none. What's wrong with this? Can't we have to initialize get must occur on both sides of this OR pattern? Okay. I see what I was doing here. I see what I was doing. We actually want to delete to there, and we don't want to initialize get. And then here we'll just say this is an option.fold. Or really it'd be option.value. We'll say down there. Say option.value. Option.value. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, that should fix that bug. Let's try it again. So Kyle said bless you, Justine.
What?
Kyle said bless you. He heard you sneeze.
Oh.
All right, so that worked. So maybe we get rid of this. Maybe we get rid of the.
Oh, before I forget to, the dogs got a special treat with their breakfast.
What'd they get?
BarkBox sent them candy cane treats.
Oh.
So I split it because it's a lot of calories because it's like a frosted biscuit. But yeah, they all got a bit of candy cane with their breakfast, and they're all very happy right now.
2. And then we say we get rid of the gaps on the rest of these components. I think that will be good. Oh yeah, BarkBox is the greatest thing in the world. Love BarkBox. Oh, I'm falling. All right, let's see if that fixes the styling there, chat. That's a now giant gap. That's not quite what we want. Let's go back. Gap equals 1 or 2. Let's make that 1 again. And let's say boom. V. Now there's not even a space. Why?
Functions describe the world.
Thank you for the follow, Zace. Appreciate you hanging out. Weird ass spacing. All right, let's see if that fixed it. That's a little bit better. It's still like a weird, obnoxious, big gap there. But what's up?
Should I pack meds for Winnie just in case?
Yes. Okay, that looks better. So let's go back to our Git and stop making that fail, and let's close this ticket because we are done on this one. Cool. Pretty stoked with how this turned out. Pretty stoked, chat. The last thing I want to do here, if we can knock this out quick, is in our init component, we want to set is active. We want to pass a callback down to scaffold now, called like onComplete. We might even be able to use the same callback we had before. No. So we'll say let onComplete scaffold. We're going to set is active to false, and that will kill the process. Wait, why is active? Oh, because it's wrapped in a sure. And we'll yoink that, and we'll come down here. Whoops. And that'll be on complete scaffold. And we gotta go update scaffold then. Go here, and this will take a onComplete. OnComplete. And what do we say this is gonna take? I can just pass a, I guess a result. Guess it doesn't really matter.
Functions describe the world.
Thank you for the follow, Mr. CK Dev. Appreciate you hanging out with us. This is actually, we should give this a better name because this does, how do we want to do this? So we can either pass project or exists. Project dir exists, configuration.overwrite.
Functions describe
The
the world.
world. Thank you for the follow, Real Dwarf. Appreciate you. How you doing today? We're going to just prop drill this down, and it's going to be fine. On complete. On complete. So let's go down to copy template. We should clean this up. I want to make a note to do clean this up, move compile out of copy template. And then our copy template gets this on complete that we're gonna prop drill down in. Which then we're gonna drill down into compile templates. This is so hacky. On complete. So we can run another effect here. So let's say React dot use effect. This will have one dependency. That's close, but not quite. And we'll say sum OK, compilation result. And we can just bubble up in one complete, and it doesn't really matter. So that bubbles up the whole way. So that bubbles up to compile or copy, which bubbles up to scaffold, which bubbles up to init. And when onComplete gets called, we set active to false. Okay, let's test that. Let's do a Doom build quick to make sure we're good. Okay, we build successfully. So let's say create melange at foobar. Beat. Yes, yes. Clear the directory. Perfect. And let's just change it to foobar quick, make everything wonderful, chat. That worked exactly as we wanted. So let's say commit -a m. This is no longer partial. We want to go back and say detect if Git is installed during mcheck and update wizard flow with result. Morning, Ryan. How are you today? What is this sweet, amazing keyboard sound? Yep, Kyle got you. We also, for anyone that's new to chat, we have a point redemption for a chance to win the same keyboard I have. I can't wait for somebody to win. It's going to be the greatest day of all time.
Functions
What do we do if I win?
describe
We
the
just ignore it.
world.
I have a keychron Q11. Is Q11 the full-size keyboard with numpad, I'm guessing? All right, so let's go close this issue now. It's a split. Oh, interesting. I didn't know keychron sold splits. So this is complete. And let's go look at our next issue to take on. Detect.js package manager. That would be a fun one to do. This should actually be hopefully a relatively fast one to bang out. But they put a effing function key beside the spacebar and screws me so I can't use it. Oh, weird. Let me go look at that. So it's a keychron, you said Q11? Oh, weird. I mean, you could remap them though, right? Just move the keycaps and remap it. I don't like having the page. I don't like that stuff over there. It's still a little too busy for me, I think.
Functions describe the world.
All right, so we're gonna start another feature here. And the goal of this next feature chat is gonna be pretty cool. In fact, I'll demonstrate it. If we come in here and we say, if we do npx create t3 app, if we just step through this part right here, it says, should we run npm install for you? So I ran this with npx. Now check this out. If I go back and I do bunx create t3 app, cat doog, we step through the same wizard. Check this out. It detected that I'm using bun. So we're gonna do the same thing here. And we should be able to do the same thing with like, I don't know what PNPM's thing is. DLX, yeah. If you do this, it should pick up PNPM. Yeah, T3 is, create T3 app is kind of the inspiration for this tool. And here it picks up PNPM. So that's the feature we're building right now into create Melange app. So what ticket number is this? This is probably number 7. Yeah, so let's make a new branch, or bookmark, I guess, technically, and it'll be 7 detect node package manager. And let's actually go look at how create T3 app is doing this. In fact, I think I have their repo installed. Yeah, I do. So let's go into create T3 app. And we're gonna just blatantly probably copy their code. So in their CLI, source, it's probably a util. Get user package manager. process.m.config user agent. Is that like a real thing? Or did they patch that on the env?
Do you want a second coffee?
What?
Do you want a second coffee?
Yes, please. All right, I think we can like literally basically use this same function. So we're going to yoink that, and we're going to come and we're going to ask our melange mentor to write a binding for this. Translate this to OCaml/melange. See if that can work. And while that's working, let's do a little catch up on Twitter here. So chat, after we release version 1.0 of Create Melange app, we're going to be working on helping build leaves for mint tea. Mint tea is like bubble tea, but for OCaml. And then we're going to end up rewriting Create Melange app to native OCaml using mint tea. This is like the last thing I wanted in OCaml to like give me everything I wanted from the ecosystem. So we're gonna help write leaves, which is what Leandro is calling the like little extensions that add UI elements like the loader bar, the spinner, multi-select inputs. Yeah, really excited to work on this, and really excited to rewrite. Can't believe we're gonna rewrite Create Melange app, but I would really prefer it to be native OCaml rather than compiling to JS to use Node. Even though it's a good demonstration of Melange, I'd rather it be native OCaml. I love this logo. This came out so good when I spit it out yesterday. Oh, I missed your chat, Kitten Phil. Phil, oh my god. How you doing, man? Yeah, dude, I actually talk you up all the time. I wish you and I would have, if you're still in chat, I'm not sure if you're still here. I missed your chat earlier. I wish you and I would have got to work more closely together. You're definitely one of the people at Formidable that was super inspiring to me, and really admire all your work. And I hope you're doing well if you're still around. I try to push people to download Dank Mono all the time. I get a lot of people complimenting my font and asking about it. We don't really want to write a binding to this. All right, we're just gonna have to use, let's jump back over here, make this full screen. And where are we going to want to check this? Dude, I just cannot find a font that is as good as it. Like, I've tried switching off of Dank Mono. I've been using Dank Mono since like whenever you first released it. It was like I probably bought it like off one of your initial posts about it, even before I worked at Formidable potentially. I don't know how the timelines lined up, but I've tried using Berkeley Mono. It's just not it. I'm looking forward to Houston Mono coming out when Berkeley Graphics releases it, but yeah, I don't know. I love Dank Mono. It's so good. Just scratches the right part of my brain. Man, I can't wait to not be writing Reason and just writing OCaml. Reason just needs a dedicated tree sitter parser that's actually maintained, and life would be much better. So where do we want to do our package manager check? Probably in the wizard. In our npm, yeah, in here. So this is probably where we're going to want to do this check. So let's say we get let package manager equals we have node.process, and this is going to give us a process.t. This is okay, we can ignore that for now. And we should have some so we need to go look up the melange docs on how to I mean, we could just write a binding to get it off. In fact, let me go look at the melange docs real quick. Otherwise, we'll just write a quick and dirty binding. You're one iMac later. Phil, do you stream? I don't stream now? Oh, I gotcha. What's your GitHub handle? I can never find your, not GitHub. What's your Twitter handle? I can never find you when I go to search for you because Twitter search is so bad. Is it Kitten on there too? Underscore, there we go. Yeah, all right. Chat, if you're not following Phil on Twitter, you absolutely should be. He's one of the most talented developers I've ever got to meet and work with. Super kind, empathetic. Last I checked, I think, are you still at GraphQL Guild? Oh, you're at Expo, so you're working with Caddy again. The dream team is still together. Yeah, y'all should follow Phil, genuinely. Nice. I was super stoked when Caddy announced that she was going to Expo. I'm glad. Congratulations on the new gig, and cool to see you guys working together still. Thanks, Boo.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, for sure. That'd be awesome.
Are you staying in or are you coming out?
Here we go. This is the module I was looking for. Empty keys, assign. There's surely, there's probably a PPX attribute for this. Create a JavaScript, get, mel.get. This is probably what we want right here. Whatever, we'll just write a binding. It's going to be easier than dealing with this. So let's go up to our bindings for Node.js. Welcome back, Patel. How was your dinner, I believe? So let's come in here and we'll add process. If I could type .ml, write that, and we're going to say include node.process doing build watch. And let's say external arch is going to be a unit returns that. That's not what we want. Didn't we just look at the Node.js docs earlier about this? Or we don't want arch. What are we doing? Wait. I am like getting ahead of myself here. We want to get npm user config. Yeah. So let's write a binding for that. The heck? Why can't I switch between my tabs? Weird. So we'll write paste. Dang it. Wait, I totally forgot my bindings to switch tabs. What is that? Shift, command. There we go. Yanking word. We're doing something slightly different, but similar, Ron. In fact, this is what you would do to do what we talked about earlier. We're going to say unit, and this is going to be this will be at mel.module, and that'll be process, and then we do that, and then we have another one. We'll actually have one called scope, and this will be at mel.scope, and we're going to say env. Yeah. I think. Let's see what this compiles to in the Melange playground. And let's just say let underscore that, let UA equals npm user agent in, and we'll return that. It's not a function. Can we just say this is a string? Then we can say js.log UA. There we go. Sweet, that's the byte rate binding. So this is how you could kind of do what we were talking about, Ron. Like this exact binding I have here. In fact, we're gonna make another type, and this is actually gonna be we're gonna go gank this type here. Actually, let's just copy this whole file. And we'll come back in here. Let's paste that there and comment that block. And we're gonna say that we have this type. So it'll be a polymorphic variant. It'll be npm or pnpm, pnpm. Yarn or bun. And how do we say that they're gonna unbox? That might actually be okay. Let's gank that, throw that in there. So that's the same thing. There we go. That's what we want. I'm not sure if that's actually what we want, but it feels like what we want. This is very much vibe-driven development. All right, I think that's what we want. So let's paste that in. Well, it says that's unused, so I think this actually needs to be a string. And then we'll shadow it. So we'll say let npm config user agent equals match. It's gonna be sick. We can actually, I think, wrap this potentially with at mel return to automatically wrap it in an option. Isn't that a thing? Mel.return. Mel.return right here. Dun, 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 dun. The mel attribute, or the mel.return attribute, takes an attribute payload as seen with above. Currently 4 directives are supported: null to opt, undefined opt, nullable, and identity. We want undefined to opt. Undefined to opt. There we go. So now this will be a string option. We shadow it and we say, we match. Do we want to do a double match? Let's get let user agent. In fact, we can come up here and we can say open common.syntax.let. Let's come in here and we'll add common. Go back. Oh no, is this a circular dependency? Shit. That's fine. Let's undo what we just did there. Delete that dependency cycle. And come down here and we'll just say let minus equals option.bind. And we'll say let minus UA equals npm user config agent. And then we'll match UA with, this is going to have strings. So rather than doing starts with, rather than a match here, we should probably just do an if. Dang, Kyle. I think that's the closest we've been. Unbound value string. Why would that be unbound? Let me say string dot. What are our actual functions here? Starts with. That's what we want. Whoa, int bytes, int unit. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do here is go look at the OCaml standard docs. OCaml.org.docs. See you, Kyle. Oh, we have a starts with. Why don't I see that in my starts with prefix? Okay, so we can uncomment this and we'll just say s is prefix, and this will be starts with. There we go, and we don't want to return an option. Let's just get rid of sum everywhere. So we'll say s/sum. Oh, right. So rather than this, we're going to do an option.value on this. option.value, and the default will be npm. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's how we get our user agent now. I'm not gonna lie, chat, these two functions right here are equivalent, and kind of just feel like this feels so much nicer. Like we've got 4 lines instead of, what is that, 10? Pretty nice. In fact, we should just do a, we'll make a new type too. Type npm user agent will be bun or npm or yarn. Yeah. And then over here, rather than returning strings, we're going to return a user agent. And then we'll say pnpm and bun. And then finally npm. And then we'll say let npm user agent toString. And we'll say let npm user agent of string. I don't know why of string. Rather than using a sum, we will say, we'll do this, but we're going to change this to error. And we'll say unknown user agent, yeah. And we'll delete this. And then let's change sum to OK. There we go. All right. Sweet. This is looking good. Let's go delete this code. Delete 19 down. That's good. And finally, let's see if we can get this to work in our wizard. OCaml is always based. So we should be able to say node.js.process.npm user agent. And this should be in here. We can say plus plus and then this will be plus plus that, and here we'll change this to node.js.process.npm user agent toString package manager. So that should work on spitting out the right stuff. Yep, we're building successfully. So let's try going up a directory, removing our foobar folder, and let's try doing this with bun now. Well, hold on. z.cat.zshrc. I have an alias for create melange app. So we're running it with bun. So we should see the prompt say, should we run bun install for you? So let's go to ZCMA, clear that, create melange app foobar. Yes, yes. Should we run npm for you? Sugar. So we didn't quite get that right, but that's okay. Well, let's see what this does now. npm install for you. That looks better. And now let's go check our generated JavaScript. And see if we can debug this ourselves. I mean, that looks right? That looks like what we would want. So let's actually, we can do an even better test here. If we go to our app, just gonna go in here and we're gonna comment this out, and we're just gonna do we're gonna say import star as process from process, and we're going to just console.log json.stringify process.env. And let's try that. So we do that. Oh, we probably shouldn't have done that. I don't know what I just doxed. Hopefully I didn't dox anything. Everyone pretend you didn't see that. We should really try .node npm config user agent. That's what we want to log. So that's not even getting set. What up, big bands, Josh? I'll check, Kyle, I'll check, and I'll go back and check and see if there was anything sensitive that got logged in there. I doubt it, because I normally use durenv to put environment variables, so it would only be in projects that mattered, but I catted out my environment variable. Which shouldn't be a problem. I mean, let me go move this to another screen and I'll just triple check. Let's go back, do that, x null 2, and we can go over here, and we can do that again. Yeah, we're good. There's nothing sensitive in it. We're totally fine. I just saw a bunch of stuff get spit out, and I got scared for a second. This is what got spit out. So it doesn't look like our node doesn't actually look like that thing got set. I'm starting on building my portfolio and I want to use React for this as a good learning experience, but I've found so many different ways of using React, from Next to just plain React to Vite. Yeah, okay. I totally can sympathize with you, Big Bands Josh. React used to be so much easier to get started with. My personal advice to you is to get started using Vite. So if you come over to Vite and do this, it's gonna let you get started the fastest way and not worry about all the fluff. Yeah, do the template. You want template React-TS. That will let you focus on. That will let you focus on learning the important parts of React before you step into things like Next.js. So let me also clear some things up here, because your question, you asked, I found so many different ways of using React, from Next to just plain React to Vite. I would say that React with Vite is just plain React. So Vite is essentially just a bundler. And it's a bundler and TypeScript compiler. So what Vite will do is you'll write all your React code, right? And then Vite will take your code, compile it down into minified files. It will compile your JSX into normal JavaScript, and then it will put it into a single bundle. So I don't think the differentiation between like normal React and React with Vite is all that different. Vite is just a tool to package up your React code. Now, when you talk about using Next.js, that's when you get into like other parts of the React ecosystem where you start server rendering React, and there's a couple other APIs that make things more difficult. I don't think that's worth jumping into now if you're just getting started. So yeah, my advice would definitely get started using this Vite template. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to hop in our Discord and we can help you out. Yeah, no problem, Big Bands. You should be a mod, Justine. I don't know why you're not. Mod at J. Cole. Yeah, for anyone that's watching, this is a totally question-friendly stream, regardless of the topic. So feel free to ask away, and yeah. Or even backseat drive while I'm coding. Always appreciate feedback. Justina, I didn't unmod you. I swear. Okay, so let's go see. I'm not fully understanding why this isn't working. It doesn't look like Buns actually, well, it had to have, right? Let's try running with PNPM and see if it does anything different. Everyone's gonna be mods. so let's change this to, I don't even think that will work. But let's try this. Right. Right. Okay. 1 second, chat. Let me go here, and we want to say, oh, we do have type as module. Build. Are we not copying our package JSON in here? Oh, we're not. Let's try that and see if that makes a difference. I did set that in there. We're going to have to figure this out. In fact, we're probably just going to end up bundling our app. But I feel confident enough that this is working to ship it. Well, Twitch actually has stuff set in place that you can only give out so many moderator things, depending on how many viewers you have, or followers, excuse me. Oh, so apparently we can. Apparently we can build this. Let me try something quick. Hodl chat. Let's go grab up to here. We're gonna go to Ghosty. We're gonna come down here, grab that, come back into here, paste that. Okay. All right. Maybe that works. Let's go back to our package JSON. We're giving everybody flair today. Boom. How about that, chat? Not quite moderatorship, but you know, pretty close. So what happens if we do bun build now? What about npm run build? Hold on. This isn't quite right here. So maybe this is where we install our thanks, Liquid. Appreciate it. May today bring many coffee blessings to your mailbox. Hopefully I get it today, because I leave right after this stream to drive to Pennsylvania and then upstate New York, and I won't be back until the 26th. So for anyone that didn't hear me say earlier, this is going to be my last regular stream for about 2 weeks. I'm going to try to stream from my parents' house next week. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if their Wi-Fi is good enough. I don't know if I'm going to have a place to do it. But we're going to try to make things happen. Keep going northeast and visit me in Canada. You have fiber? All right, Justine, change of plans. We're going to Canada. Kyle, if you come to York next week sometime, me, you, Maddie, Cody, Justine can all hang out. How far is your place to Penn? It's about a 6-hour drive to my family's house in Pennsylvania, and then it's going to be another 4-hour drive on Friday to get to Justine's family in upstate New York. I'm not doxing myself. Listen, York, Pennsylvania, big town. Raleigh, big town. Come on. I can't believe some people live in a place named after a peppermint patty. Listen, York, Pennsylvania. That's where peppermint patties are made. So let's try to install this Vite plugin melange. Ooh, we got an update. Ah, sick. So we're going to copy this vconfig file, and we're going to go to our vconfig file, and we're going to say fuck off, and then we're going to go into here. And we're going to go look at his package lock. We're going to yoink these. And we'll come in here and we'll say, paste that over. And then we can copy these. And we can come up here and paste all of these in to start. Okay. And let's check out the Dune file. So that says we're going to output stuff to output. And I think our vconfig file is going to do Dune build. It's actually going to be, does he alias this React? Yeah, this is going to be app. And this will be the same deal there. I have a falling down oceanfront cottage I'm restoring. When it's done, you can take a vacation there. The water at the beach here is the warmest water north of the Carolinas. Yo, count me in. Real talk, that would be awesome. That would be so fun. So this is actually going to be create melange app. We love a good cottage renovation. All right, so let's so if we run npm run build, what happens here? Build command init directory is source. I don't know what this emitter is going to do. I don't know what that does. I'm kind of scared to find out. All right, well, I guess let's give it a shot here, chat, and see what happens. Nothing. Missing script build. That seems unlikely. Bundle. Make bundle. npm run bundle. All right. Melange plugin is not a function. Why not? Is anyone else seeing a blizzard around me? It's because the sun is directly hitting my webcam. Oh my god. That looks ridiculous. I don't even know how to fix this. Where is it coming from? It's just like coming perfectly through the... Let me try raising my desk, see if that helps. Yeah, there we go. We'll stay up for the rest of the stream. I've transcended. All right. Let's try npm install. And now let's try doing npm run bundle. Melange plugin is not a function. Maybe we try switching this from an ES module to common.js. So let's say const define, yeah, and then we'll say const melange plugin, yeah, and this will be module.exports equals that. Or what do we do here? This would be module.exports equals that. So let's try this now. npm run bundle. This is so dumb. This is the worst part of the JavaScript ecosystem. I could try that. This template repo should just work though. Ideally, I mean, I guess the right thing to do would try to clone this and replicate it. So let's just get rid of that in our package.json quick and just try to copy this verbatim. Talk. Can we just talk? This implementation will lead into major critical vulnerabilities. Yeah. I'm the epitome of rookie. Can we not talk? Morning, Trash Puppy. I normally stream till 10 a.m. Eastern Time. But this will be my last regularly scheduled stream until the 28th, or the 27th. Yeah, the 27th, I'll be back on my regular schedule. What up, robot? How you doing today? Oops, see create. Right, dumb. Dumb. And we can go back over here and we can copy his file again. All right, well, I was probably going down the right path then of looking at what's in our actual node modules for source index. Where's the default? Export's a default function.
Functions describe the world.
Porque. Thank you for the follow, C. Lasaku. Appreciate your time and hanging out. Okay, so we have this default, and then what does the build script do in rollup? We export a CGS and an ESM. Okay. Which, right, that makes sense. Export as default. Okay. Look at that. What? This should print out function. It's an object. I bet there's an error in the way he bundled the plugin. There it is. That is the problem. Yeah, that is actually the problem. So we can submit a PR to that to fix that. Because if we go to node modules and we go to melange, go in here, and we go to our dist in here, we want to do export default melange plugin. Can't have multiple, sure. Is it me? So that seemed to indicate that it worked. So it might be me. Let's go see if that worked. I mean, it's probably a good chance it's me, to be honest. Weird. Import. Do I have to do import star as melange? That's so weird. Whatever. It does as default there, but the package JSON doesn't have an export percentage. Maybe that's it. Okay, yeah. Let's go look at that directory again. In fact, that should be my open buffers. Of course, it's not because it ignores node modules. So doesn't have an exports entry. Package JSON exports. Package JSON exports. So would we set this up so it'd be like something like that? Ah, I think that was it. That got us further. I have to go update my package JSON now. And mine needs, yeah. Main. Can I get away with not having a main? I can't tell if this is coming from my code or his code. I mean, we could, I don't think this is the problem. All right, I'm just gonna try something real quick. Let's take this back to being a common JS thing, and we'll say module.export, and then we want to do this, and we'll rename this again to JS. Do that, and then in our Dune project, we'll say the module system is common JS. And do we have a emit in here? No, we don't. Okay. So can we Dune build? Okay, so that should successfully make common JS build here. We go look in here. We really need to run. No, create that plugin should be doing that for us. Yeah, okay, so that's common JS. Good. So can we do npm run bundle now? Still no. Okay, well, let's... This is why Bun's so nice, because it doesn't care. This song's way too slow. Always fun playing with bundlers and CommonJS for ES6 chat. But it is about 10 o'clock, so we're going to wrap up here. I appreciate all of you hanging out. Like I said, I'm going to be likely offline till at least Tuesday. And then I'll see if I can figure out a good way to stream from my family's house in Pennsylvania. If I can, we'll be back for, a week and a half, just from a different location. Otherwise, I will be back on the 27th. Happy holidays, everyone. I appreciate all of you, hanging out this year and helping me grow as a streamer. I appreciate all of you so much. Let's find somebody to raid. Oh shit, Bad Cop is freaking streaming. Let's go. What a excellent raid to close things out for the year. All right, happy holidays, y'all. Appreciate all of you so much. The stream would be nothing without all of you.